Welcome to Ender's Island. Today is the feast of St. Edmund, our patron saint. Edmund was born in 1175 in Abington, England, and he died around 1240. I'm having coffee this morning with Father Dick Mahalik. Father Dick was the Superior General of the Society for 8 years and has recently come to Ender's Island from Selma, Alabama, where he's been pastor, and now he's working with us as one of our spiritual directors. He has a lot of information about St. Edmund. He's done a video that we'll share with you, but I invited him to talk a little bit about Edmund, our patron.
Well, the Society of St. Edmund was founded in France in 1843 in an abbey where the body of Edmund was enshrined. And even though originally the Edmundites were called the Oblates of the Sacred Heart of Jesus and the Immaculate Heart of Mary, very quickly we became known as the Fathers and Brothers of St. Edmund. Edmund died some 800 years before the Edmundites were founded, and he asked to be buried not in Canterbury, England, where he had served as Archbishop, but in the abbey in Pontigny, because he had a closeness to the Cistercian monks that were there at the time. And he was making his way to Rome to visit the Pope. He was a man of, lived in challenging times, would be the way I would put it. He had successfully negotiated the politics of his day, but he was having a great deal of tension with religious turmoil among the monks, his canons, and the religious leaders of his time.
And even the king.
And yes, the King
Henry II, or third.
Third.
Edmund was the second archbishop after St. Thomas Becket. And he was one of the first saints canonized after the new process of canonization was installed by the Vatican, along with who else?
Dominic. So Edmund is the third. The canonical process was rather new, and it's interesting that Edmund's life reflects both Francis's concern for the poor and Dominic's real advocacy for learning and the sacredness of the treasure of faith through knowledge. And Edmund combines both of those things very well. His religious writings in the Mere, as it's called, is quite striking for its time. He was ahead of his time. We kind of take colleges and universities for granted today, but he was part and parcel of the University of Paris and the University of Oxford near its beginnings. And for example, Edmund is noted most especially for bringing the great philosophers of antiquity, Aristotle, to Oxford and to Paris. And he was very much into bringing those philosophies, those pagan philosophies, into a Christian context. So in that sense, he really does a great deal. I know you have your book. This is one of the latest ones that maybe you want to highlight.
This is written by a small book written by the chaplain of St. Edmund's Hall at the University of Oxford, exploring the life and the legacy of Edmund. And it really is a quick read, but it gives a great deal of highlights his contribution to the life of the church, the life of the university, and the life of the folks in England. There's also a much more extensive biography, The Life of St. Edmund by Matthew Paris, which was written some years ago, but has been recently translated into English. Edmund is renowned for his wisdom, his compassion, and his willingness to meet the challenges of his day. We're honored here at Ender's Island to be the stewards of a principal relic of Edmund. His right arm is here, and we the arm that he blessed with, baptized with, forgave with, and confirmed. And when Father Dick was the Superior General and we were building the chapel, I asked if we could have the relic here, and it is in our chapel. We'd love to have you come and learn more about Edmund and to pray with us that through his intercession, we too may confront the challenges of our day in the church and in civil society. God bless you, and we'll talk to you soon.